Overall, if I talk about qualitative research and quantitative research, so quantitative research is any survey kind of thing that you do to understand what is the market like, right? But the qualitative research is almost as critical as quantitative research. And I'll talk about specifically for the fintech space, right? So we have been working with a lot of fintech clients, and what we realize is that when you're thinking of any financial product, it is one of the most complex purchase decisions a person makes, right? Because those are affected by not only a few parameters or what he looks at the brand or the product, but they are affected by their socioeconomic status, their context, where they are, right? What kind of products they have used, what is their digital savviness, right? It is a complex purchase decision. It is also very emotional purchase decision, because finances affect almost everything in your life, right? Your aspirations, what you want to do, and so on, right? So it is very complex. So that is the first reason that qualitative research is so important in fintech. Second is that it varies a lot from person to person, right? So the way you would view any sort of financial product versus someone else who is not from your socioeconomic space, it will be very different. And for you to visualize it, because most of the product manager, they will be coming from a certain economic status, for them to visualize someone else who is in not that that socioeconomic context will be very difficult, right? That visualization. So that is the second reason why qualitative research is so important. And lastly, it helps in terms of what is the outcome of such research, is that it helps you visualize the person and make decisions across the journey of your product building, right? So say a simple example, you want to do certain communication with the user in your app, right? What kind of technical jargon to be used, how complex it can be, how simplified it has to be, right? Do you use vernacular or do you use English? So all those decisions are affected by what kind of person you're targeting. And if you have talked to some of those in a qualitative setting, one-on-one setting, it becomes much easier for the larger product team, marketing team, communications team to make those decisions faster, right? So this is primarily I talked about why to do qualitative research. The second question then is when to do qualitative research, right? So I can list down a few use cases in which we have seen organizations use qualitative research. So first is GTM, right? You have created a product or you have a product in mind, different stages of the conception of the idea, but you are trying to understand which segment it will work the best, right? So there we have done a lot of studies, and they typically start with a fintech product. They want to target certain audiences, and they want to understand even within those audiences, say tier 2 cities, people who are salaried, right? You want to target those audiences. Even those within those audiences, what is the exact segment? What is the exact persona of the consumer that will be most attracted to this kind of offering, right? So we have done such kind of study in the past where we took 30 such users, did a in-depth interviews. We understood their financial habits, their income, so overall their cash flow situation, right? Then we also looked at what kind of aspirations that they have, what kind of product they are currently using, what are the pain points with those products. And then we created a coherent set of 3 or 4 personas that emerge out of that audience. Then we can pick a few of those who are most attracted, who have the most propensity to purchase this kind of product, right? So that is one use case. Any GTM type of exercise you are doing, their qualitative research can be really important. The second place where you can do this type of research is usability, right? You want to, you have the product ready or you have the prototypes ready, and you want to understand what people expect in the, say, if it's an investment product, what people expect in the investment summary page, right? If they are looking at the transaction, what all details are important to them, right? So you can also work through this by looking at competition, what people are doing, what are the benchmarks. But in your specific product's context, what is where the tab should be, right? Whether people are able to find it or not. What is the expectation when they will click on this button? What will come up, right? So all those specific nuanced contextual inquiries, you can do it with usability testing, and you ask the user to go through the prototype or the app, and you hear out what they are saying, where they are struggling, and so on, right? So that is another use case where qualitative research can be helpful. Third place is where you have very specific problems with your product adoption or product usage. So you are looking at your Clever Tap or any other analytics tool, and you are seeing that the funnel is dropping at a certain point. Now, as a product manager, you will know you will know certain hypothesis why this is happening, and certain things can be just deducted. But for many of those, you are just not able to pinpoint exactly what is the problem, right? In those cases also, this type of research can be done. You identify those users who are at that particular point in the journey. You do a qualitative research with them. You send out certain, you can do a quant plus qual, so you can send out a survey. Plus, you can set up calls with them. You can go through those things in more detail and understand what are the exact problem areas people are facing. So these would be the three top things, top places in the product development journey when you can think of using qualitative research.